Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the 3 reasons why you still have not started your journey to get into the travel industry. What's holding you back? I'm going to coach you through this video today and give you my best tips on how to move past those blocks and also how to take some of the fear away in that decision-making process. If that sounds like fun, keep on watching. That's what we're doing on the show today.
Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long.
All right, guys, don't forget to take a moment, like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell on YouTube. We bring you amazing content every single week to help you grow your travel businesses, and I don't want you to miss a thing. If you're new here, my name is Cyndi Williams. I'm the CEO and founder of Wanderlust Campus. We help people just like you at every level of your growth in the travel industry learn how to get into the industry, be successful in the industry, and even down the road, if you want to start an agency and grow a team, we help with that too. But today's video is specifically about those of you that are in that exploratory phase where you're like, wow, I would love to get in the travel industry. That sounds like a dream. Maybe you're following me over on Instagram and going, I want to travel with Cyndi, right? Now, it's not all travel. There is some work involved, and maybe that's why you are in your head about it, and that's what stopped you from getting started. But one of the things that I have done over the years is I have actually certified thousands of new travel advisors. And what that means is I have heard every excuse on where people are stuck. I've heard every reason on why they're not getting started. And I've also coached a lot of people past those blocks. So I'm going to attempt to coach you through this video today and just give you some things to think about that will help you. And I also want to tell you, getting in the industry should not be a stressful process. I know the hardest part is there's so much contradictory information out there, and this person says do this, and this person says do this. I don't hire agents. I don't host agents. There's nothing to sell on today's video. This is literally for your information on how you want to go through this process. There are lots of different ways also to get started in the industry, and it's important that you know that. So there's actually a free video that Wanderlust Campus put together that walks you through every possibility of how you can get started in the industry, and I'm going to link that down below. But you can visit us at wanderlustceo.com/masterclass or careersonvacation.com/masterclass. Please spend some time and do that 50-minute long masterclass. It goes into deep detail and takes out some of the things you're probably worried about in the industry. But we do kind of different scenarios on how you can get started. But today specifically, I want to talk about the fact that this is probably the 200th video of mine you've watched, and you still aren't a travel advisor yet. So we're going to get to the bottom of that mystery. So the first thing that I want to say whenever I coach anyone, and it's whether they're doing a big project or they're becoming a travel advisor, sometimes it's they're growing their team, and it's fear of failure. We all have fear of failure. So it's important to know fear is actually not a bad thing. We needed fear back in the caveman days and back in the days where you kind of had to go out and risk your life to find dinner, or even like if you're next to a street, you don't want to jump out into a car. We need to have fear in our bodies. It keeps us alive. But sometimes we have irrational fears, or we are telling ourselves a story. We have a limiting belief. Sometimes we develop a fear because when we were little, a teacher or someone in a position of power told us we weren't smart enough, we weren't good enough, we weren't a girl, we weren't a boy, we weren't a whatever. Well, something along the way in your personal journey, you developed a limiting belief about what you're capable of. Now, the good thing is about mindset work, and as you grow and have more confidence and you go into adulthood, some of those irrational fears, you go, you know what? I don't have to subscribe to that anymore. And sometimes they're more deeper seated, and you have to work harder to get out of that, those irrational fears, right? So, and sometimes you're also worried about what other people will think. That can be a fear as well. So a lot of times what I see, if you're carrying a lot of limiting beliefs or you're worried about what other people will think, is you start to develop a crappy but comfortable is easier than fearful but forward. Because just because you do something big, just because you're going to do something that's out of your comfort zone, it is going to be scary. It is going to feel uncomfortable. Growth feels uncomfortable. But you know what else feels uncomfortable? Crappy, but comfortable, right? So you either sit in the life that you don't want indefinitely in that crappy but comfortable phase, or one day you make a decision and go, you know what, both of these are painful, but maybe I'd rather have a better result. I'm going to go ahead and step into fearful but forward. That's when I know someone is ready to do something big or start on that path to learning their goal. And look, you're going to have failures along the way. That's part of the learning process. Get over that. Adopt it. I did a podcast with my daughter who is turning 18 this month. And I said, what was it like to have me and your dad as parents? Because we're both entrepreneurs and we take risks and we've had lots of failures. Of course, everybody sees the Instagram and the beautiful life and all the things. You guys, I've been doing this for 30 years. There were lots of failures along the way. And one of the things that we've tried to really instill in our kids is fail faster, fail forward, get out there and try the stuff, because you can only get better when you rack up some failures and figure out how not to do stuff is how you get to do stuff, right? And so you have to understand that part of growth and process is you're probably going to have some failures along the way. But guess what? If you actually learn from the failures, you don't lose, you still win, right? The Nelson Mandela quote, I never lose, I either win or I learn, right? So that's what you really have to adopt as an entrepreneur. You have to start thinking a little bit bigger. So commit to getting out of crappy but comfortable and into fearful but forward. That's the first step. Now, the other thing I hear a lot, and this is where I will call BS on my clients, especially if I'm coaching you one-on-one. They'll say, I don't have enough, fill in the blank with whatever excuse. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough ability. Whatever is in that little line is an excuse. We all have the same amount of time in a day. Money is a renewable resource. You can create money. You cannot create more time. And ability-wise, things can be learned, right? If you have the willingness to do it. So here's how you move. Actually, I'm gonna earmark that for a second. You're not giving yourself permission, right? So when you say I don't have enough time, money, and ability, let's figure out how to reframe that, okay? So from a coaching perspective, you're not giving yourself permission to have this big dream that you want. So when you say, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough whatever, you're actually allowing yourself to kind of sit in a victim mindset. It gives us a viable excuse of, well, the reason I can't do that is because of the time, the money, the ability, the whatever, right? So it gets you off the hook. You just gave yourself off the hook. You let your ego get off the hook. So let me show how you can reframe that, because when you're in a victim state, you've just given away all your power. And when you've given away all your power, of course you can't make decisions. Of course you can't make forward because you feel powerless. So how do you then take ownership and go, oh, well, I'm not a victim. I didn't mean to. And a lot of you aren't doing it intentionally. It's not, you're like, I'm going to be a victim today. No, not saying that. But that's why it's a coaching point to realize how our brain puts tricks on us and steals our power. So how you reframe that is you say, I'm not losing weight because I'm not prioritizing my health. I'm not succeeding in my marriage because I'm not prioritizing my relationship. I am not starting my business because I'm not prioritizing working in the travel industry. Do you see how that feels different? I'm like, no, I'm not doing this thing because I'm not prioritizing. When you take ownership over it, then you can go, okay, but do I want to prioritize it? Do I want to make a different decision? Do I want to make the time, come up with the money, get the ability that I need to do this thing? So when you say, I'm not prioritizing it, you just took all your power back. You just got it all back, and now you are in that seat where you can move forward. You see how that feels different? So think about that. The next time you go, yeah, but I don't have the time. Yeah, but I don't have the whatever. If it's important enough to you, you will find the time, you'll find the money, you'll do the work that's required to get the thing that you want, whether it be the relationship, the body, the business, the whatever, right? So from a coaching perspective, I want that to hit different for you, and I hope that that helps you. And the last thing I'll say is, getting into the travel industry should not be a stressful process for you. This is one of the most exciting things that I did. I started in the industry when I was 19, and I was probably like a lot of you. I heard about the lifestyle. I just thought that was the coolest job ever. And I just went in starry-eyed, and yeah, I was worried about some stuff, but you can do it in today's environment. When I did it, you had to go through traditional travel school, and then you had to work for a company or an agency. You couldn't start your business from home like you can today. That adds a little more complexity in today's environment, but those are solvable problems. And I'll say what a lot of our students do that go through our Careers on Vacation program is they have another job. Because our learning is self-learning, they can transition out of that other job on a schedule that feels good to them. You do not have to have any financial pressure if you do one while you still have the other, because here's how commission works in our industry. When you start booking vacations and you earn a $1,000 commission, a $1,500 commission, a $500 commission, all of that starts adding up, and when your customers are traveling, you will know how much commission is on the books for you to clear next month. So what you do is you wait until you have enough book of business where you're like, okay, next month I'm making $10,000 from my travel business. The next month I'm making 12. The month after that I'm making 8. But if I put some more effort into it, I can probably sell a couple more trips in that 90-day time frame. I think I can leave my job now if it replaces your old income. But you don't have to do it until you're ready. You can do both. Yes, you'll be busy. Yes, you have to prioritize working your business. You're going to have to make decisions on that. But you never get anything great unless you step into your future. And also, for those of you who are worried about, I want to just make sure I do it right. I don't want to fail, all of those pieces. Consider Careers on Vacation. That's the perfect program to walk you through how to set up your business, earn your certification as a travel professional, get everything into place. You're going to have mentors and coaches that work with you personally. You're going to get to come into class with me every single week as we help you set up your business. And you're going to get access to Wanderlust Campus, which is an award-winning ASTA-affiliated travel school that you're going to have access to even beyond your active period in the program. Our grads, tell us all the time, oh my gosh, you're giving us free and updated content all the time. You're going to have that Wanderlust Campus benefit as well. So if you'd like to learn a little bit more about that and how we help people make that big jump from thinking about it into getting into action and getting started, I encourage you to visit us at travelschool.com. Or if you'd like to speak to our actual enrollment team, ask questions. They'll help you get clarity on your goals and figure out if working with us is the perfect match for you. You can visit us at careersonvacation.com/ready-now and schedule a quick call where we'll just talk about what your goals are, and if it's in alignment to apply for the program, we'll walk you through all of those steps as well. I'm going to link all of those links down below. And guys, I just want to say, get out of crappy but comfortable, no matter if we're working with us or not, and step into fearful but forward. I am cheering for you big wherever you are in the world. I wish you so much love, so much abundance. I wish the world. We'll see you guys next week. Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out all of the other content on our channel. And if you want to follow along and travel with me around the world and see how I run my amazing travel brands and get some great tips on how to grow your own, make sure you check out that other content. I'm going to drop a couple videos here. Click those links. I'll see you next time.